Imagine this: you're walking through a dusty antique shop. It's the kind of place where forgotten treasures and junk sit side by side, waiting for a second chance. You see something that catches your eye, a painting tucked away in a corner. Maybe it's the rich colors or the way the subject's eyes seem to follow you. You decide to take a chance and buy it, paying a few $100s. Fast forward a few years and you're standing in front of an expert on a beloved TV show, and they're about to tell you that your little impulse buy is worth more than you could ever dream of. That's the real-life story of Father Jamie MacLeod, a Catholic priest who experienced one of the most incredible moments in the history of Antiques Roadshow. In 2014, his painting, a seemingly unassuming 17th-century portrait, was revealed to be an authentic masterpiece by one of the greatest artists to ever live, Sir Anthony van Dyck. The staggering appraisal was one of the most valuable in the show's history, and the news sent shockwaves through the world of art and antiques. It all started back in 2002. Father MacLeod, who has a passion for collecting, was browsing a humble antique store in Cheshire, England. He saw the portrait and felt an undeniable connection to it. It was a beautiful piece, and he knew it had a story to tell. He decided to take it home, paying a modest £400, around $540, for it. For years, the painting hung on his wall, a cherished part of his personal collection. He loved it for its beauty, not its potential value. When he finally brought the painting to an Antiques Roadshow event, he had no idea what was coming. It was a moment that has since become legendary. The show's host, Fiona Bruce, presented the painting to him, having had it comprehensively restored and professionally authenticated. The big reveal was made by Dr. Christopher Brown, one of the world's foremost experts on Van Dyck. The moment was pure television magic. Father MacLeod was understandably speechless as the expert explained that this was a preliminary study for a larger historic work. The painting was a study for a group portrait of the magistrates of Brussels. The larger piece had been lost to history, destroyed during a French bombardment in 1695. This study was a precious window into that lost masterpiece. The expert's appraisal was breathtaking, a potential value of £300,000 to £500,000, which translated to over $540,000 at the time. The audience gasped, and Father MacLeod's joy was a mix of shock and pure delight. But this wasn't just about the money for Father MacLeod. The first thing he shared was his deep appreciation for the artwork itself. "It has been a blessing to own this magnificent portrait," he said, "which has given me great pleasure over the years." And the proceeds? They were never meant for personal gain. Instead, they were to be put toward a truly wonderful cause: the acquisition of new church bells for the Whaley Hall Ecumenical Retreat House in Derbyshire. This would commemorate the centenary of the end of the First World War in 2018. It was a beautiful, selfless act that added another layer of poignancy to an already incredible story. The painting's story was a whirlwind of triumph. A humble man, a humble painting, and a monumental discovery. It was the stuff of dreams, the kind of story that makes you want to get out and explore every thrift store and antique shop you pass, just in case you, too, might stumble upon a lost treasure. The incredible find was later discussed by presenter Richard Osman on his podcast, The Rest is Entertainment. He recalled the story as one of the most shocking moments in the show's history. He emphasized the sheer unlikeliness of it all: someone buying something for a few £100s, and it turning out to be worth hundreds of thousands. The story seemed destined for a perfect, happy ending. The world waited with bated breath as the painting, a testament to Van Dyck's genius and an incredible find by a caring priest, was set to go up for auction. The moment arrived, and the anticipation was at an all-time high. It was put on the block at the prestigious Christie's auction house in London during their Old Master and British painting sale. But then the unbelievable happened. The painting, despite its incredible history and flawless authentication, failed to sell. It didn't find a buyer. The bidding didn't reach the reserve price. The moment that everyone thought would be a triumphant conclusion turned into a heartbreaking twist. The perfect storybook ending vanished. The painting remained unsold, and the dream of new church bells, paid for by a forgotten masterpiece, was put on hold. This story is a powerful reminder that the world of art and antiques is unpredictable. It's a journey filled with incredible highs and sometimes crushing lows. Sir Anthony van Dyck himself had a fascinating life. Born in what is now Belgium, he became a celebrated artist in England, serving as the